Diadem Echo's healing build is very strong on champions that can both deal damage and heal damage, but Nami going to be the choice, normally often thought of right next to Lucian in most setups, but this time...
Will that result in Dragon priority for them? They've had a lot of cryo here, but the gold overall... Wait a second, see if we get a tight spot here.
Yeah.
Scuttle Crab.
Ozo'dioto's in the middle of everybody. Shockwave already comes down over the top. Blabber in danger, trying to get away. Quid finds first blood with a clockwork lined up. Beautifully placed there as C9 wanted to see if they could contest the crab.
He was looking at that juicy crab. And TL
Blabber's getting caught again.
Hold on, Blabber. If he dies a second time, it's tragedy.
This point usually is not going to get out of control.
Yeah. I mean, you talked about it at the beginning of the day before the game even started, but Quid was the most uneven trade, and it was like they kind of forced you into just taking the consolation prize.
Yawn, very low on HP there. Luckily, does not get caught by the Tempered Fate. Team Liquid's going to walk away on this one. Core with a nice bubble. Yawn still in a little bit of danger. Defensive tidal wave. Make sure that C9 aren't going to get anything else. Wind becomes lightning over the wall from Jose. Connects on no target. But as TL reinforced with their jungler, C9's got to walk away.
Yeah, that was a near thing, though. You know, Yawn getting aggressive. If Vulcan had actually hit that ulti, there was no flash. Nidalee likely would have come in, and they probably could have finished him off. But because that misses, because of the Great Bubble, when you make that pit stop for the Bramble, of course, that is going to slow things down. APA taking a trade here.
Oh, another ulti there from Quid. Can't threaten anything lethal this time, and APA just runs him through with the spear. Nice.
And now that APA has gotten a kill back in mid lane. This Azir on one item. Power Spike is under attack.
Okay, APA tries to get out, but Ozo'dioto is ready to flash follow. Quid's gonna flash here as well, and Jose, he's a jungler after my own heart. He's gonna take that kill himself. Make sure that he gets accelerated in this game. 3-1 TL.
This Jose pickup here, this Jose Quid synergy, I'm getting reduced a little bit. Blabber and Vulcan are getting a little bit antsy here, trying to sneak around and
flash.
look for something on Quid.
Quid has no flash. They know it. They're chasing after the Orianna now. He does get caught with a Tempered Fate. Surely this should just be the death of Quid. They want to put that money onto Blabber if they can do it. And there we go. Vulcan and Blabber getting away out of that one. They do at least find the kill, but it is two Drakes.
But TL, they just seem really locked in at the moment. Moving over to Rift Herald, there's some really nice rewards here with Rift Herald, with so much value out of towers just being instantly accessible. You don't have to take the complete tower to get the gold.
Okay, here comes your dive. Morgan's gonna try to get away, but they put APA in front of him, so he cannot use the ulti to get all the distance he wants. Morgan tries to get back underneath the turret, but Thanatos, APA, and Vulcan together are enough to force the 3v1, find the kill in exchange for the Herald that Ozo'dioto got in the top side, and now that's immediately summoned up, so Jose and Quid can take the tier 1.
Our last couple of sequences have been Team Liquid going for the objective, and Cloud9 saying, okay, fine, you can have that objective. We're gonna get a kill somewhere else. First time for Dragon, it was going after Quid, ignoring the Dragon, going for the kill there. This time for Rift Herald, they do get the bottom side, but again, Rift Herald does get guaranteed value now, since turret plates give you a lot of the gold, and so it actually feels a lot nicer. APA though will finish up at least the tower on bottom side.
Yep, you're gonna get the plates off the tier 2 as well. You know, there's plates on all of these towers except for the Nexus tower. So, you know, in tier 2s, tier 3s. So even though they don't kill the tier 2, still more gold there for Quid as Blabber again.
Blabber has to flash away from the shockwave, or it would have been a third death for this Nidalee.
And he had to use the spell shield, had to use the barrier, had to use the ulti. And really, nothing was committed over on that other side.
Okay, Yawn exhausted, has to Valk away. Loses about 60% HP and hits him with the Papega Frog. Sidesteps Tempered Fate yet again. Nicely done. Yawn's just letting him know. Nice try.
Yeah, I mean, Vulcan just has not been able to hit these ultis at all. And Blabber barely missed the spear. It was on that bound target, but I believe it clipped a minion, so he couldn't fully connect and actually commit to that play.
Got to hit some skill shots here if you're going to turn this game back around for Cloud9. Currently down the Dragon.
But a quick magical journey through the wall means that the C9 support is fine. Core JJ also very importantly sidestepped the spear that was coming out from Blabber there. So full health bars on TL. APA still very far away. No teleport ready for that C9 mid laner. Thanatos wrapping around from the side, looking for the angle here against Team Liquid. He's already popped the dominance. He's charging up some fury. Vulcan gets away. Magical journey through the wall. Quid throws the ball, finds Thanatos. TL trying to position respectfully towards that flanking Renekton. Dragon's losing his patience. He's going to reset back towards the pit. 4,000 HP.
It's going to expire.
Team Liquid still trying to make this one happen. Thanatos full fury, but no dominance. Tidal Wave flies out. Jose Diodo trying to stay on top of the Dragon. Thanatos here with a flash forward. Tries to be the front line. Instead going to be taken down. Jose Diodo grabbing the kill, but Morgan is traded back. It's 1-for-1 here on the top lane as Jose has to try to make his way back into front. This might, but he won't get it here just yet. APA disengaging. Morgan's dead body finally gone. Tempered Fate hits nothing. APA down to 100 HP as Quid is still looking. Team Liquid gonna walk away from this one, and ultimately it's a one.
Introduction left them pretty vulnerable to APA, and this tower could just get rushed down.
Yeah, they're going for the tier 1. Vulcan, Tempered Fate onto 2. Connects it this time. Follow-up not going to be there. Jose and Yon trying to get back over the wall. C9 reinforcing with every man on the map. The tier 1 still stands. Yon chunked by a spear, but immediately healed up by CoreJJ. C9 take control back over their side of the jungle.
Yeah, Morgan during this whole time is pushing mid lane, so they're trying to get mid lane priority, which is going to draw Sven over to farm the rest of it. And they might even go for an extra play here. Team Liquid on the top.
Oh, C9, they try to stop it. Defensive ulti coming out from APA. Quid and Jose Diodo going forward. Wind becomes lightning, and here's your Xin Zhao ulti. APA's already down. Jose Diodo taking the kill. Thanatos on the run. Here comes Morgan like a freight train out of the jungle, and it's CoreJJ taking the kill. It's Yon taking the turret. It's Team Liquid taking everything they want in the bottom lane.
Once again, the macro, a full breaking point for this game. Cloud9 are very much still capable of taking over these team fights. APA has a key component that Flowers absolutely loves and hates.
It's my favorite item in the game, Kobe. Wowie.
It's the arm guard for Azir. APA doesn't have his flash currently, but he does have some extra playmaking ability there.
Yeah, I mean, I just always feel like the later the game goes, though, the harder and harder it gets for these
from this objective. And I think they're going to successfully do that. Thanatos trying to find a way in.
Yep, Thanatos wanted it, but immediate Valk from Yon as C9 all take a magical journey to stay grouped up. Sven is separated from the rest of the team right now, and C9's going to begin the drink. Jose Diodo here on the front line. Team Liquid, they jump in and find the engage of the APA. He's already forced to use the arm guard. He flashes out and stays alive as Thanatos tries to disrupt Yon, but now Jose's ready with the re-engage. Morgan looking to keep the pressure on Sven. Decimating smash, no stun. Dragon down to 3,000. C9 still regrouping, but health bars are injured. TL looking to DPS the Drake, and they will take it. This is what's the entrance towards this river area, towards this Dragon pit.
Okay, everybody has flash ready for this fight. This Dragon Soul fight could be everything.
They look at Quid. They're not going to find anything super valuable here. Wind becomes lightning, tagging multiple Cloud9 players. Quid with a flash away defensively. There's your ulti from the Nami. Thanatos continuing to retreat back towards the rest of C9. Jose Diodo taking a ton of damage. Goes in for the ulti. C9's not really intimidated by it. And now APA, he wants to shuffle, and he hits Quid. Blabber with the shutdown as the Guardian Angels also proc. Morgan's in the middle of everybody, and Cloud9 roars to life with multiple kills. Morgan's gonna get one back, but it's still 3 for 1 for C9.
They clutch it just in time. Cloud9 when everything is on the line with the Dragon Soul staring them down. They trust in the Azir, in the Sivir damage, and they get it done. Look at multiple re-engages here.
Yeah, I love the space creation forward, catches Quid there, and then Sven full sends it, flashing in on both Jose as well as Morgan to knock him down. Massive team fight, and they're going to get Baron, maybe.
Yeah, Yon and Core coming to stop it, but no, Blabber's got the smite secure. C9, not only do they stop Soul.
Unless TL wants to try to force an engage, but that would be difficult. This one's going to go down really fast. Vulcan, dangerous spot.
Yeah, Vulcan's going in, but everybody else is going with them, and now CoreJJ shuffled back. They caught themselves a fish out of water, and now they're putting the DPS into Morgan's health bar. A double kill for Sven on the Sivir, and C9's DPS has officially scaled.
We got to get a listen in on the comms for TL there, because I don't know why they are reacting to a magical journey
not
like
even there.
that. I mean, yeah, CoreJJ walks back to the magical journey where the rest of Cloud9 could take it in, and the Orianna is off in Narnia and top lane over there, and Cloud9, now with this Baron, they blow the base wide open.
Narnia is not a friendly place this time of year, my friends. C9 are bringing the violence to the Team Liquid half of the Rift as they push towards their first Tier 3 turret of the game. The mid lane inhibitor will be their target. There's still 25 seconds on Morgan's Scion. CoreJJ finally back alive now, but the mid inhib is already down.
Yeah, and I mean, look at bot lane as well, right? They're pushing their...
Bro.
In last season, he would have been, because, you know, maybe.
Oh, APA goes in for another big shuffle. CoreJJ is going to be the target. Almost killed, but not quite there. Plenty of burst, though, down onto Quinn, and he is gone. Jose and Jan both blocked up. Plenty of damage into the carries. There's a double kill back to Thanatos. A triple kill for the Crocodile. Morgan just might be number 4, but it's APA taking the credit. Only Core still standing, and C9 march at the Nexus.
It was TL in control. It felt like the whole damn game, but it's C9 showing up when it matters most.
C9 with all 5 alive. They may have trailed for the majority of the game, but they're the ones who will see the enemy Nexus in ruins. They will win the first game in this best of 3.
Oh, and APA give it away.
Rakan, to me, always kind of, I feel like, scales better than the Alistar. I think you're really, really powerful in those team fights. You have a very weak laning phase. So sometimes when you're up against something like that Tom Kench, you say, hey, I can just take a free lane for APA in game 1. You know, had that big play on the Azir, champion that he's not really known for.
Ooh, Jan down to 200 HP down here. Has to flash away to avoid the grand entrance from Vulcan. CoreJJ tries to cover the exit here for his 80 carry. Sven with a flash forward, piercing arrow, but the heal's enough to keep Jan healthy. Now Sven could be in a little bit of danger as Jose Diodo wraps around from the side. Vulcan with a battle dance, reinforcing the rest of his team as Blabber grabs first blood, and he might just make it 2. Jose Diodo falls, and C9 comes out on top.
Vamp Scepter to try to heal through some of this damage. APA gets a blue buff, early lost chapter. You can really start to slam home that advantage in these range versus melee matchups when you have
quick maps right there. Well done, buddy. Immediately engage coming out from Jose Diodo, though. They are looking for APA, but Quid might just die first. He's down to 100 HP. Both mid laners about to fall. Quid is down. Jose Diodo picks up the kill, but he should die to Blabber's Jarvan right after. And the flag marks his grave.
Down. If he lived, that would have been devastating for TL, but still, it is a great play for them. Early Sundered Sky has gold on top of that. And a fast Sundered Sky, you are feeling so good.
Ooh, knock up off the back of the Chains of Corruption, and they take out CoreJJ. Easy peasy there for C9. Has to snap back down to a quarter HP already. Team Liquid only has this Drake down to about 1/3, but they might be able to still secure it. C9 at least wants to go in for a fight. Blabber is ready to challenge here for the smite. Jose Diodo tries to find the opportunity to go in there, but the Drake is secured by C9. Team Liquid's got to be careful, keeping their jungler alive just by a hair of his health bar, as Sven's going to be next to die. Vulcan gets back over the wall. It's C9. Very modest 90 gold lead in the top lane is about the biggest thing they have to write home about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's interesting because, you know, coming into this, everyone that I was talking about...
immediately, though, it's a full send into the bottom lane, and APA is down. Nice setup there.
In championships, he was looked at as the best mid laner in the league, had some massive individual plays, got signed by TL. And these are the kind of games that when you are signing a player like this, you expect him to carry. You expect him to be able to take over, to save you in these positions.
Yep.
You got to put the eggs in the Quid basket, and hope he can make it work.
Well, they're going to slam the Rift Herald egg into the Tier 1 turret basket, and all that stuff is falling all over the street because that turret is gone, gone, gone. First turret for C9 brings the gold lead closer back up to 3K, and C9 are the first ones into the river looking at their Soul Point Drake.
Can they get the engage here? Team Liquid, they're looking for it.
Okay, Jose Diodo going to be in some danger. Blabber wanted to go in, but Jose stays away. Now the follow-up engage into CoreJJ, but an equalizer down over the top. Jose re-engage after Blabber. They're looking to burst down the C9 jungler, but Jose dies first. Both junglers out of the picture, but Morgan is also gone. It's a 2-for-1 favoring C9, and APA wants 3. Quid continuing to try to escape into the bottom lane. Thanatos goes over the wall. A little bit more damage is all they need, and Thanatos goes on a killing spree. C9 win a clutch fight, 3-for-1. They're
immediately get the shove.
Watch the counter engage from Vulcan. He's just standing right on his carries. As soon as Quid goes forward, you know, he is in position to just turn this around. Goes immediately back in, insta charm on 3 members from TL, bounces the charm over on a core, so he can't devour his carries to actually save them. That was
rampant. Thanatos tries to escape here in the bottom lane, goes between worlds. Jose Diodo has no opportunity to make a truly impactful play there. Instead, they will just force their opponent back. It'll allow Morgan to take the Tier 1 turret at least, but meanwhile, C9's doing the same thing on the other side of the map. So even trade Tier 1 for Tier 1.
When you're behind, you always feel pretty good about that, but we've talked a lot about the supports. These are the supports by age. There's some pretty massive...
Maybe just our MVP from last year.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, might be that guy. But anyway, Yon's the target now. Cataclysm comes down on top of his head. The damage just pours in. One more auto attack from Blabber gets it done. EQ backwards towards the rest of the team to make sure he can escape safely. Equalizers sum it up to clear out the wave, but Team Liquid won't do much more than that. Morgan now could be the target. He has to try to escape through the slow coming out from Thanatos with the Between Worlds. He's overheated. He's slowed by the weirding again. APA setting up the rocks, but a nice escape thanks to Core. We do have all 5 unleashed teleports ready on the map right now. Remember that C9 does have that extra map-wide utility there through Sven taking that non-combat summoner spell. Thanatos going to keep the pressure on the mid lane while Team Liquid tries to show up to contest this early positioning on the bottom side river on the Dragon Pit.
Look at him. He already lost like 30% of his HP. That's just 1 Q from Varus. If you get tagged again, they pretty much can't fight. So that is the difficulty of dealing with this Varus. And look at APA setting up for an ult.
And Morgan is so far away right now. Rumble is showing on the mid wave. So Cloud9, now they need the teleport to come in. Here we go.
All right, let's see how it's going to go. Morgan tries to get in there. APA immediately fires off the wall. C9 going to stop DPS here with the Drake right now. Blabber with the engage onto the Cataclysm. Chains of Corruption does not hit a target here to follow up, but the curtain call is already open. Drake going to be secured by the side of Team Liquid. No soul just yet, but what about the fight? Thanatos coming in, wants to fire off a 2-fold hex, but the weirding only hits Morgan. Now Jose Dioto's down to 200 HP. Blabber on the front line. Jose's already down as Core tries to get away. Blabber's still chasing, and Core JJ's next to die. Yawn meets the business end of Blabber's spear, and C9's already picked up 3. They're not done yet. You're going to see
Quid truly is magical and create something out of nothing here.
All right, Quid, this is anime protagonist or bust at this point, and it looks like it's bust. All right, C9, they will have...
Careful, Kobe, we can go for it a little bit.
No, he
Try this choke.
I don't have vision, I don't have vision.
I'm going for it, I'm going for it, I'm going for it. I'm going for it no matter what. I'm going for it no matter what.
I love it, I'm going for it no matter what, and here on the top side now, Quid is in some serious danger. He has to snap back, but he's immediately thrown back on to those stones that'll mark his grave. C9 picking up another one. Enemy mid laner down for 35 seconds.
I love that confidence in the comms listening in from APA. You know, the new guy on the team, as we saw in the content, you know, his mom making a presentation for him and him giving multiple presentations to the team, but now Blabber's in.
Yeah, Blabber's already dropped the Cataclysm. Jose Dioto wants to try to turn the aggro back around onto Sven. The Varus is under some pressure, but not any longer. The rain of arrows over the top. Jose is low, flashes back over the wall, but Morgan's going to die. APA on a killing spree, and Team Liquid are on the run. Health bars are shattered. Morgan is broken, and Quid is still yet to respawn. The C9 aggro continues.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a long respawn timer on Morgan. Even if they don't end the game right here, they're just ballooning this gold lead even further, and they are TPing in for this. They're going to grab the mid lane inhib. They already took down that top lane T2. The question is, do they go for the top lane tier 3? And it looks like that is going to be the answer.
And they've already got the wave here. Why not cash in a little further? Morgan still dead for another 10 seconds. C9 continuing their pressure. The top lane inhibitor turret will be taken, and it looks like the call is to back away. They know Morgan's spawning in 5 seconds. The first couple of games, my drafts are great. It's after that where Fearless starts to get the better of me. Hey, this is game 2. If you're playing best of 3s and you can give me 2 good ones, that's good enough. And
that'll get her done.
C9 are looking to take this one here. The tier 2 turret in the bottom lane is going to fall. An 11,000 gold lead. The Baron still on him for now as Blabber goes forward. Cataclysm on Core JJ forces him to flash away over the wall. Ult for flash. They're going after the Dragon. Yawn and Core are already chunked down to half HP. C9 is slow DPS on this Drake. They're waiting to see if it's a fight against TL they're going to take instead. Quid gets away here with a Fate Sealed for now. Between Worlds, not going to get it done from Thanatos, but a nice seismic shove means Core JJ is out of there. Quid still trying to run away. He goes into the Soul Unbound to buy himself a little bit of extra time, but with Core already out of the picture, C9's got a Soul in a 5v4. Yawn continues retreating. Thanatos wants to tag him with the weirding.
4 fully completed items. Yawn doesn't have 3 yet.
Morgan is running for his life at the moment.
That life might be forfeit. Gentleman Morgan slowed down by the smite, followed by the slow from the golden Aegis. Seismic shove forces the flash, which means the Jarvan EQ can follow and guaranteed hit the target. Morgan's about to die between worlds. Lost in the abyss goes the poor little mechanical Yordle as Team Liquid now scrambles to defend their Nexus with the remaining 4 players. Quid is still down in the bottom lane. He's got to get back to the base. He has no teleport to join quickly. The recall's got to be channeled because C9 are pushing onto the Nexus turrets. The first one's already about to die, and Weaver's wall is going to guarantee that Team Liquid cannot defend the way that they want to. Hosedioto dives in, but he's all alone. Second Nexus turret is about to fall as Thanatos takes a little damage from Quid, but it will not matter. Blabber with a re-engage. Core is the target, and they switch the focus over. They knock down Quid, and C9 with a triple kill for the new mid laner makes quick work of Team Liquid 2-0.
They took TL's mid laner, and they're going to take